In today's video, we're going to be playing Death and Taxes, but with a little twist. When looking at this list, there are a few cards that really stick out. The first, of course, is Mana Tithe. This is a white force spike that is just so fun to get people with. But in addition, this deck is playing Ephemerate with Solitude, Sarah Paragon, which is a mini Luris, or worse Luris, I don't really know how to say it, alongside Leonin Arbiter with Stoneforge Mystic and some Thalia action, and I'm super excited for this list. So we're going to be taking this deck through a League of Modern, seeing how many people we can Mana Tithe, and if Death and Taxes is actually still good. Match 1, we are on the play, and our starting hand is a little weird, but definitely a keep. We'll lead on turn 1 Plains, holding up our Mana Tithe. Turn 1 Pet Shock, Ragavan? Too easy. Let's go. All right, we drew a land this turn. We played out the Plains, we played out our Stoneforge Mystic, and we're going to pick up a Sophie. It plays out a Fiery Islet into a DRC. Ooh, we draw a Sword of Light and Shadow. So we're going to do a play here. We're going to hold control, activate Stoneforge, and in response, we are going to Ephemerate our Stoneforge Mystic, pick up a Cauldra, and then we will put that into play. Attack in a 4/5. Cast out an EI. They exile a Preordain, shock in a Steam Vince, and then cast out a Preordain. And they do turn on Delirium here into an Evoked Out Fury, taking out our Stoneforge. Interesting. We will not rebound our Ephemerate. Ooh, Giver is good. Attack in for 5. Play out our Sword of Fire and Ice. Play a Plains. Play a Giver. And opponent scoops up. Let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 3 Ephemerates, a Sword of Light and Shadow, Plains, and a Mana Tithe for 2 Spirits and 4 Sanctifiers. Game 2, our hand's a little too weak, so all right, I guess we're keeping and putting back a Ghost Quarter. And opponent goes turn 1 Stevens into a DRC. Stoneforge off the top's not bad. We'll go Plains. Opponent fetches out a Misty and then plays out a Preordain. Then they cast out a Mishra's Bauble, and that does turn on Delirium. And they nug us for 3 into a Ragavan, which we will Mana Tithe again. Spirit of the Lab, not horrible, but we're still going to play out our Stoneforge, picking up a Cauldra. Opponent plays out an Otawara into a Bolt on our Stoneforge. A Peacekeeper off the top, not horrible. We'll play that. Okay. Their hand's not great. We'll name Unholy Heat. Wonder why they have Alpine Moon against us. Seems interesting. I'm gonna attack in for 3. We find a Thalia. We'll attack in with our Peacekeeper. Then we will play out our Spirit of the Labyrinth, which does meet a Spell Snare. That's fine. Then we'll play out our Field into a Thalia, which means now they can't even cast this Unholy Heat. I'm gonna attack in for 3. And then they cast out an Alpine Moon, naming Field Rune. Maria's Call will attack in, then play out our Archon into a tapped Amiria. We're going to attack in for 3, no blocks, into another DRC. Okay, Leonin Arbiter does not really help. We'll attack in with our Peacekeeper, and opponent takes the 3 damage. All right, I actually think we might win this one. We got to hope they don't have a removal spell here or counter. Wait, I guess they can't even have a counter. All right, we will chump block with Archon and hope that we have lethal on the crackback. Opponent attacks in. We are forced to block. Oh, please. Okay, Solitude. Pretty good. Attack in. No way. Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, let's get on to match number 2. Match 2, we are on the play, and starting hand looks great. Lead on turn 1 Plains into a Giver. One goes turn 1 Force into a Gilded Goose. Another Field Rune for us. We'll play out our Field into a Sophie or a Stoneforge Mystic, picking up Cauldra. There's a Saga for the opponent. Into a Parentook. Ooh, Mana Tithe. Oh, that's so sick. I'm gonna keep Mana Tithe in hand. We're gonna put in a Cauldra, play out Plains, holding up Mana Tithe, and attacking for 5. I'm hoping they go land into Manufactor so that we can Mana Tithe it, and that would be so dope. They shock an Overgrown Tomb. Mana Tithe. Welcome to the club, buddy. That's so good. Mana Tithe. 3 appearances already in this video. I'm so happy. Another Giver. Yeah, we'll throw up our Stoneforge. Attack in. That means we have lethal next turn. I mean, obviously they can block, but that's fine. Then we will field their Saga, grab a Plains, add a Ghost Quarter. We might as well just pop that on their Tomb. Okay, so they only have Forest. Okay, let's play out our Giver, and that actually does mean lethal next turn. Oh wait, never mind. They do have a Goose. They play out a Saga. What? All right, this is a card. And they play out a Finale for an Asmo, picking up a Cookbook, and they have an Oval Chase. That's so good. All right, maybe we actually lose this game. They sack 2 tokens to kill a Giver, make another food, then they kill our other Giver, then they sacrifice a food, gaining 3 life, killing our other Stoneforge Mystic, or our Stoneforge Mystic, apologies. Okay, Solitude, play out our Field, attack in for 5, take out their Saga. Gosh, they have so many green lands, so many forests, and I think we will exile or cast our Solitude Solitude, exiling Solitude, killing this parent took. Opponent activates Cookbook, doing the Daredevil loop, killing another Knight of Sweet's Revenge. I've never seen food tokens have 2 green abilities. That's so cool. They make a food and attacking for 3. A Gonjo, not bad. Attacking for 5. Oh no. They have a Manufactor into a Daredevil. Then they sack their clue to draw a card. Make a food with their goose, which does make a treasure, a clue, and a food. No attacks from the opponent. Okay, Peacekeeper, not bad, not great either. We'll attack in with our Germ. And they block with the Asmo, and I think this is going to be lethal here. Well, it might not be. I'm just going to pop Asmo, see what happens. Math is for blockers, not for me. They sack a food, but they can't sack another one. And this has trample. Oh, baby. Wow, we barely won that one. Let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 4 Arbiters, 2 Manitides, and 3 Thalias for 4 Sanctifiers, 4 Leonin Relic Warders, and 1 Pithing Needle. Ooh, this is a risky hand. We needed a white source specifically, and we're playing a bunch of colorless sources, so I don't think this is worth, so we'll mull. And yeah, this hand is much better. We will put back a Cauldron. I'm going to go turn 1 Force into a mini Partings. Okay, this explains all of the forest. Find a Sophie. We'll go turn 1 Plains into a Giver. I'm going to go Saga into a Goose. Sarah Paragon, not bad. We'll go Land into a Sanctifier. I'm going to go Forest Pass. We find another Sanctifier. Guess we'll play that out and pass. And on our end step, they do make a Construct. And their main, they make another Construct. Picking up a Cookbook. Discarding a Partings. Making a food. Playing out a Verdant. They attack in with their Construct. We will block. Give it protection from colorless. And they do have an Asmo. And they kill our Giver now. Come on, land. Gosh darn it. Well, we'll pass back. I'm gonna place out a Parent Took. Oh no. These are massive constructs. And yeah, at this point, we're too far behind. Opponent's like doing way too much stuff. So we'll get on to game 3. Game 3, our starting hand is a little weird, but definitely a keep. We'll lead on turn 1 Plains. I'm gonna go turn 1 Overgrown Tomb into a Goose. And look at us. We're gonna go turn 2 Leonin Relic Warder, taking out their food. That's actually such a sick play. And a Saga. Uh-oh. Rutro Raggy. No. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and they have a Daredevil. That's pretty good. So this is a difficult turn. I think the best play here is to go Leonin Relic Warder, take out the Cookbook, and then we shall Ghost Quarter the Saga. This minimizes the damage that could possibly be done. And then we're going to ride the back of this Sword of Fire and Ice, hopefully. And we'll also attack in for 2 here, because I don't think we're going to be able to beat... Oh no, do they have an Asmo here? If they have an Asmo, we just can't win. Our white creature deck just can't beat Asmo. Ugh, unfortunate. Well, we gave it a valiant effort. I don't think we have any chance. We'll give it one more draw. Maybe we find a white card, but even then, I don't think we'll be okay. Yeah, when we draw Plains. Well, we'll scoop it up. We'll get on to match number 3, and I'll see y'all there. Match 3, we are on the play, and our hand's a little weird with double Ephemerate. We'll definitely keep. We'll lead on turn 1 Plains. We're up against a Triome Gamer. So I have a feeling this turn 2 Leonin Arbiter is going to look real nice. They shock in a Snobby Ground, playing out a Beanstalk. Solitude, not bad, not bad. We'll play out our Stoneforge Mystic. Oh, I'm so dumb! Oh my goodness. I haven't played with these 2 cards in so long. Looks like opponent is casting out a Leyline Binding, triggering the Beanstalk. Trying to take out our Leonin Arbiter, so we will Ephemerate that. And they, oh my gosh. You know, this Up the Beanstalk card is getting really tiring. All right, whatever. It's pretty good for them. Then they play out a Heath, fetching. And I think our only real way of winning this game is to go for a Stoneforge Mystic activation into an Ephemerate on it and hope that Cauldron's good enough. All right. This is the second time we made this play. I always love doing that. All right. No Solitude, no Leyline Binding, please. They shock into the Temple Garden. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Casting Bloodbraid Elf. Please don't hit Teferi. Oh, gosh. This game. This game. We cannot rebound Ephemerate. Land's good. We'll play out Giver into an Archon. They take up with their Tough. Cast out a Leyline Binding. Okay, we're going to scoop it up here. They definitely got us. Let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out Ephemerate, Solitude into Sarah Paragon for 4 Leonin Relic Warders. Game 2. Hand is risky, but I will keep. We'll lead on turn 1, tapped land. I'm going to go turn 1 Strand. We'll play out our Ghost Quarter into a top decked Leonin Arbiter. When it shocks in a Hallowed Fountain, casting Leyline Binding. Land? No. All right, play out Leonin Arbiter. Pass. Oh, come on, opponent. Stop. Be kind. All right. Teferi, bounce Leonin Arbiter. Fun. Land. Let's go. We will play out Archon. Okay. Tap Floodstrand. Huge. Tick up Teferi into a Bean. Okay. Peacekeeper's good. We'll attack their Teferi. Then we shall play out our Arbiter, and we're going to take out their Triome. I think we're in a pretty decent spot. Just no Fury, please. Another tap land. Okay, Demolition Field's good. We'll play out our Relic Order, take out the Leyline Binding, and they do smartly in response pay for the Arbiter and fetch. Then we shall attack in, not concede the game, which I almost did somehow, and then play out our field. Okay, they cast out a fire, sure. Taking out our Archon, and they play out another fetch land. Let's go. Land not bad, not actually that useful either. We shall attack in with the Arbiters, and then I guess we'll play out the Peacekeeper. Guess we just want to name Omnath or Shardless here. I guess we'll name Shardless. Their hand is not very good. Oh shoot, I forgot to play out my planes. That's actually kind of annoying. I'm gonna cast out a Leyline Binding and then just scoop it up. Perfection. We will get on to game 3. And our starting hand would be good, but we only have colorless sources, so we got them all. Oh god. All right, down to 5. Our 5 is pretty reasonable though. We will definitely keep, we'll put back the Ghost Quarter and I guess the Peacekeeper. All right, well, little moto bug here, and opponent leads on a Heath, another land for the opponent. Into and up the Beanstalk. Ooh, Demolition Field, not bad. We'll play out our planes into an Arbiter. Don't die, Arbiter. We hope. No, another Beanstalk. All right, if we draw a white source, we can go Relic Order, and with the Exile on the stack, then, oh my goodness. All right, I think we're just doomed. Oh, not a white source. Unfortunate. Well, I guess we're playing out a Peacekeeper and hoping. We will name, doesn't even matter. Their hand is double Fury. I guess we name Fury, but that just doesn't really do anything. We tried our heart out, folks, but beans against all creatures is not where you want to be. All right, yeah, they just kill our Peacekeeper. We'll scoop it up here. We just have no hope, and we'll get on to match number 4. Match 4, we're on the play, and our second hand is a little too weak for my liking. All right, looks like we're going down to 5. And this is fine. We'll put back a Sword of Light and Shadow and a Ghost Quarter. We play out of Plains, opponent plays out of Foothills, and we find a Ghost Quarter. We'll play out our Field of Ruin into a Stoneforge, and we'll pick up a Cauldron. And on our end step, they do bolt down our Stoneforge. Uh-oh, they shock in at Blood Crypt and then play out a Rin. That's so good. We top deck in Nemeria's Call, we'll play out a Ghost Quarter into an Archon. Opponent plays out a Tap Foothills into a Thoughtseize. Taking out our Cauldron, we find a Demolition Field. We will fire off our Field Ruin on the Stomping Ground, then play out a Field and attack Rin for 2. Opponent fetches out a Blood Crypt and tries to shock in. Little do they know, Archon is, it doesn't really matter about that. Then they take up on their Stomping Ground. Ooh, that is a great draw. We will attack the Rin, then play out our Paragon into a field. Oh, are they Creativity? Interesting. Yeah, they play out a Fable. Would not have expected this. And we find a Stoneforge off the top, and we're gonna fire off our Field Rune here. And they're out of basics here, so yeah, we're just gonna take out their lands here. Play out Ghost Quarter again, fire it off on one of their lands. Then we will attack the Ren, holding back our Archon, and play out our Stoneforge, picking up a Sword of Fire and Ice. I think next turn we should have the win. They discard an Arid Mesa and an Archon, play out a Jund Triumph, and they do attack in here, so we will block with our Archon. And they play out another Fable. We find a Peacekeeper. We will activate our Stoneforge, put in a Sophie, equip Sophie to our Paragon, attack in, and that should be lethal. Oh, I guess it's 1 point off of lethal. So let's kill their Shaman, draw planes, play that out, and hold up Ephemerate too. And opponent scoops it up. Let's get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 3 Ephemerates and a Peacekeeper for 4 Sanctifiers. And game 2, hand looks fantastic. And I just remembered we won on a mull of 5. That was crazy. I don't know how that happened. A Gonjo, good draw. We will play out the plains, holding up Mana Tithe. Oh, please. Rin and 6, come on. Uh-oh. Let's go. Solitude, not bad. Let's play out Cat Jesus. They play out a Tarn, push our Cat, then go to fetch. Getting a Stomping Grounds into a Bitter Reunion. Discarding a Persist. Interesting. Okay, Giver is pretty good. We'll play out a Ghost Quarter into a Peacekeeper. Ugh. They have double removal and a Fable. I guess we name Lightning Bolt. They play out a Dwarven Mine into a Thoughtseize, taking our Solitude into a Fable. Field Rune, not bad. We'll attack in, and they do go for the double block. Yeah, I guess we'll go for that. Play out our field and pass back. Oh, discards Mountain Bolt. They play another Fable. Oh, Archon is quite good. Let's take out their Triumph. And they did discard their land, and they only showed us 1 basic last game. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Let's take out all their black sources, and yeah, attack in again. They discard a Persist and a Terminate, back in for 3 or 2, and and bolt down our Peacekeeper makes sense. We will take the 2. Thalia. I think Archon is better. I'm gonna place out a tap Mire, a land, not great. We'll play out Thalia, attack in for 2, and play out our planes. And on the end step, they do make some extra copies. When it copies a Shaman, goes to combat, making some treasures, and we will block 1, and nothing else from the opponent. Okay, Peacekeeper was an amazing draw. We will attack in with team, and opponent's down to 3, and then we will run out the Peacekeeper, and they do have double creativity, so I believe we have to name creativity, and on the end step, they make a copy of their reflection, and go down to 2 fetching here. I don't think that they can creativity here, because it costs 3 more with Peacekeeper and Thalia. Opponent attacks in with everything. We will block the OG Shaman, and they can't even creativity here, and they scoop it up. Let's get on to match number 5. Match 5, we're on the draw, and I forgot to say we're keeping this, but it has Mana Tithe again. Temple Garden for the opponent. We will go turn 1, holding up Mana Tithe. Opponent goes once up Teeth for Forest into a Sprawl, and oh boy, is this Ghost Quarter about to be nice. Into a Sterling Grove, and that's fine. We'll just hold up Mana Tithe for next turn. Peacekeeper's fine. We're gonna go Ghost Quarter, and I'm just gonna pop their land here. Opponent plays out a Horizon Canopy into a Sithis, and another Ghost Quarter for us. All right, we'll play out Stoneforge Mystic here, and we'll pick up Cauldron. Opponent casts out an O-Ring, drawing a card and gaining a life, taking out our Stoneforge into a Windswept Teeth, casting out an Abundant Growth on their Horizon Canopy, drawing 2, and they attack in land for us. We'll play that out, cast out our Peacekeeper. Oh, wow. Guess we're gonna name Sanctum Weaver, and pass back. Opponent plays out a Forest into an Enchantress's Presence, into a Destiny Spinner, drawing 2. Another land for us, and yeah, at this point, the opponent basically just has us locked out here. They're going to draw too many cards, so we'll scoop it up and get on to sideboarding. We're going to take out 4 Solitude and 2 lands for 2 Spirits and 4 Leona Relic Warders. And game 2, hand looks fantastic. We'll go turn 1 land into a Giver. Opponent goes turn 1 Forest into a Sprawl. Ooh, another Spirit of the Lab. So we'll play out a Plains and cast out an Arbiter. And we'll poke in for 1. Opponent goes Plains into an Enchantress's Presence, and we have a good one for him. Ooh, both of these are so good. Not sure what's better here. I think I'm going to play Spirit of the Lab just because it is a bigger attacker. And we'll play out a tapped land and attack in for 2, holding up Giver. And opponent plays out a Solitary Confinement, which I guess is okay. No land either. Okay, Stoneforge is fine, but we're going to play out our Relic Warder, take out this Confinement, and attack in for 5. The Hate Bears are coming. And a Sterling Grove for the opponent. Again, they don't get to draw a card here, so this is looking pretty good for us. Oh, more Hate Bears. Let's go. Attack in for 7. And I think the only way we could lose this game is if they have a board wipe. So let's play out the Peacekeeper and, you know, give them 0 outs here. Yeah, I guess we'll name Solitary Confinement. And that should be lethal. And they scoop it up. Let's get on to game 3. Game 3, our hand is not amazing. And we have so many good Hate Bears. I just think we gotta mull this. Okay, this hand is much stronger. We will keep it and put back a Plains. So it goes turn 1, fetch out a Forest into a Sprawl, naming white. Okay, another land for us. We'll go Plains, holding up Mana Tithe. Come on, 3-drop, 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 3-drop. Oh, why don't you play a 3-drop, opponent? You're so rude. Okay, lands, fine. We'll play that. Hold up Mana Tithe again. Okay, land, fine. Sure. Come on, 3-drop. Play a 3-drop. Sure. I'd be fine with the 2-drop here. Okay, nothing. Spirit of the Lab. That's a good one. I'll actually play that out. And we can still hold up Mana Tithe here. Opponent plays out a Foothills. Oh, that's so good. Yeah. Into a Mana Bloom, which I actually think we have to Mana Tithe, sadly. They still get a 1/1 from that, which is very, very strong. Okay, a Ganjo is fine. Oh, this is a tough situation here. I think we gotta play out Stoneforge. Throw white. Not bad, but I think we're gonna pick up Cauldron, then play out a Plains into a Arbiter. Opponent plays out a Plains, cracks their canopy, but they can't draw because of Spirit of the Lab. Let's go. Ooh, and a Thalia off the top. So we'll play out our field, activate Stoneforge, put in Cauldron, play out Thalia. In response, they cast a Force of Vigor on our Cauldron? Sure. Opponent, I don't know if you know. I kind of feel bad. I feel like this opponent must be like somewhat new to the game. Wait, apparently they targeted Spirit of the Lab and it didn't die. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think that would have really made a difference here, but pretty sure they're losing this game regardless. this. And they just scoop it up there. Well, I gotta say, overall, I was pretty impressed with this list. I do think not having Aether Vial is a little strange. I was pretty impressed with the Sarah Paragon. Like, we only got to resolve it once, but the one game we resolved it, it literally won us the game so quickly. Mana Tithe was impressive, but would that have been better as, you know, Aether Vial? I'm not really sure, especially with Prismatic Ending not being really in the format. I think Aether Vial has a good spot to be in. But overall, I was super impressed with this list. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.